Thank you, Praveen, for the introduction. Good evening, audience. It's really a pleasure to get this opportunity to talk about the modern emission control technologies, especially for the volatile organic compounds. Since morning, we had a few sessions. They talked about digital transformation, specialty chemicals, and recently we just concluded a session on downstream petrochemicals. All these industrial activities, for sure, they generate lot of emissions out of our production practices or production procedures. And here is where my company helps our customer in reducing these emissions, these VOC emissions to the atmosphere and helping improve their carbon footprint. I will just try to give you some very brief information on the modern technologies. However, before coming to that topic, a very brief information about my company called Dürr CTS. So Dürr basically is a company based in Germany, and the company has roughly about 1,300 people working across 12 countries, and we are mainly into the thermal oxidizer business. So the head office is in Germany. However, we are present in all regional major locations. For example, in North America, South America, China, India, and Korea, and so on. So what we do in our company is help the industries in reducing their emissions. So be it air emissions, for example, on the volatile organic compounds. We also help our customers to reduce the noise emissions. And of course, we have a decentralized power generation system which helps customer to convert their waste thermal energy into the useful power. This we call it as a ORC, it's a organic Rankine cycle, similar to the steam Rankine cycle, but instead of a steam we use a low temperature fluid which can convert low temperature energy into the useful power. So our specialty is VOC emission controls, particulate matter emission control, acidic gases, liquid solvent disposal, and the heat recovery systems. And that's where we help our customers from across major industries, for example, oil and gas refinery, petrochemicals, pharmaceutical industry. Those are the major places where our customers find our solution, which are quite helpful. So we have a different category of products. One is the thermal oxidizer. Then we also have the adsorption system. And also we offer a catalytic based thermal oxidizers based on the needs of the customers. So in India we are present since 1997. Now it's about 28 years. We have been doing our business here. And we have installed close to 100 thermal oxidizer plants. I would say from every industry you take nearly top 5 to 10 customers, and they are using our technologies, our know-how to reduce their carbon footprints. We are located in Pune, and apart from the domestic business, we are also having the Global Engineering Center in Pune, where we do the detail engineering for our colleagues based in Germany or Korea or China and the US. All right, so I think I will just briefly talk about what are the modern technologies that are offered in the market in the recent few years. So we are talking about the VOC emission control. it's a very important topic considering the global warming and increasing carbon footprints of the industrial processes. VOCs, of course, every one of you is aware of the VOCs. They are basically the hydrocarbons. But what you may not be aware, or few of you may be aware of, is that these VOCs are not only harmful to our economy, our environment, but also to the human health. So the industrial developed nations, for example, Europe and US, and also now China, they have very strict regulations of the VOC. And what I have seen in last 15-20 years is that even our local regulators, for example, Central Pollution Control Board, they are asking very strict emission limits on these VOC emissions. When we talk about the VOC emission, what is normally a practice in our country is that just put a scrubber and consider this that we are removing these VOC emissions. But sometimes scrubber is not the right solution for every problem. Scrubber may not work. Your solvents may not get absorbed into the scrubber. And scrubbering is a very subjective technology. What is a good solution for the VOC emission control is a thermal oxidation. It's a one-in-all solution, not only for the VOCs in the gaseous form, but also into the liquid form. Since these emission guidelines have been introduced in US and in Europe, I would say, I think in the early 70s, there are many technologies which are developed over a period of last 50 gaseous waste and the liquid waste. So this is nothing but a combustion chamber, and some of the developments what we have done in the recent years is that in the direct fire thermal oxidizer, we also have a flameless technology. That's the recent development from our side. Usually in the incinerator you will see a burner and a flame, but a recent development from our side is that there will not be any flame. It's a flameless oxidizer. And a typical this kind of oxidizer is fit for gaseous waste as well as the liquid waste. We can inject both type of waste together, these kind of oxidizers, they do not have any kind of heat recovery. The flue gases are coming at very high temperature, for example, ranging between 800 degrees centigrade up to 1100 degrees centigrade. After that, we have an option to recover the energy with a waste heat boiler, and also then sometimes we need a post-oxidation treatment. So this is a traditional technology, but done some improvements. But now we have also introduced some different types of oxidizers in last 20 years. They are called regenerative thermal oxidizers. They are quite innovative. They need a one combustion chamber and some kind of the heat recovery media in the form of ceramics. And these ceramics, they have the function to absorb the heat energy and again give it back to the process. So the difference is that these kind of oxidizers, they take just about 5% of the thermal energy what otherwise is required in a traditional kind of thermal oxidizer. Here also there are many technological improvements done by various companies, I would say, or various technology developers. There is also possibility of that, we can completely get rid of the burner. There will not be any burner in the thermal oxidizer. Instead, we will run the thermal oxidizer on the electric power. So, in Germany, we have the demo units, and we have also now commercialized these units which are running on the electricity. And I must say proudly that we are supplying two such electrically heated oxidizers to Tata Motors in Dharwad. Uh, so this is quite environment friendly and it's quite significant. This Tata Motor plant has the solar power, which is generating the electrical power from the solar energy, and this generated power, electric power, is fed to the oxidizer for the VOC emission control. I would say it's a really the height of your technology optimization and achieving really the net zero effect. Yeah. Uh, Besides that, what I would say is these units are quite capable of handling a smallest flow rate of say 1000 nm cube per hour up to the largest flow of 150,000 nm cube per hour as one single unit. We have installed India's largest thermal oxidizer at a company called Reliance in Jamnagar, and that can handle up to a flow rate of 150,000 nm cube per hour as a one single unit. I just show you a video which is roughly will take around 120 seconds, but it will generate for sure some interest amongst you, and then we can talk about it later whenever you have some time out of this conference room. Is a absorption technology which is based on activated carbon. So if you have a mixture of one or two solvents, and if you can recover those VOC emissions from vapor phase back to the liquid phase and reuse it again in your process, that is like a circular economy. You are not wasting any of your resources to the atmosphere. And this technology is basically on the activated carbon adsorption system. We have very large experience of designing and supplying this technology, especially for the hydrogen peroxide application, and also for aromatic hydrocarbon, for example, toluene or hexane, etc., which are typically used in the coating industries. Yeah. These systems are typically going as a skid unit. So those developments we have done over a period of time. We try to see that unit is as compact as possible, and we can ship it on a trailer ready to install at the foundation at the customer's place. So that's all from our side. We are available here to discuss any of your queries or interest, uh, out of this conference room. And thanks for your attention and your time. Have a nice evening.